It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return. Who steps into the end zone, and he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Reception in the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Alert, alert!
Watson on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The Browns at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, 55!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
But you look at this defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. The opening drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He's still on his feet. He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Ravens 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Shrugs him off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 28-yard line.
What are you?
From the gun against Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst. Nice gain, too.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have football with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you just throw.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On first down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 39-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Ravens 13.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Down, he's coming. Line up, go.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nickel. Line up, go.
To throw is Watson.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Alert. Out, go.
On second down, it's Walker.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
28-yard line.
What's that? That's 4. Finish force down, he's coming.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to get in a lot of trouble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, 31. Out.
Here's Watson now on second down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
25-yard line.
Ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Hill again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Hey, Alpha, sit high.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Nice shot.
All right, go get him now.
Sit high.
They'll try and pick it up for Mitchell.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
We changed it. Right on.
Now Jackson.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they try too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at the 3rd and 5.
64! 65!
Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through,
and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Devin Duvernay now returning to the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did in the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
There he goes, right side.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A
chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Edwards. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Onward.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Touchdown! Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Hey, 31!
Let's go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
60 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And runs like that with explosiveness. That's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo play. I love this guy.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner, and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him at 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to Walker on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And Walker once more. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third down and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
On third down, here's Walker. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, 54. Hey, 59. 26. Hey, 55. Hey, 54. Alert. 9 of them.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. He's got the first down and more than that. And down right around the 37. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
26. Hey, 59. Hey, 31.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's got Njoku over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, here's a second down and 4. Watson. Walker with a grab, left side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Hey, 54!
From the gun on third, Watson. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
54! Hey, 24!
To the air yet again, Watson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert! 59, 59. Hey, 59!
Now Watson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
24! Hey, alert, alert! Hey, 59! Out,
Again, it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that'll be good for Cleveland first.
Hey, 59!
Trying the left side with Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 54!
Back to throw. Watson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on fourth.
24 is down, he's coming.
Cooper, the man in motion left.
At 31.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
The 71 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
He hits his target, Lockett, finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline, inside the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Now the big play here is the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
64!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 48 yards. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
32, Browns 20. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now he's flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Hey, 59!
Watson on first down. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
To throw is Watson.
He'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
T1Madden24 working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Trenton Simpson
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Powering his way forward. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Reset.
Right. Who's right?
And they take a knee.
Reset. Line up, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Reset.
Baby, bang right, yeah. Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Out, go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half.
That's what it is.
Victory.